Here's some people who use Christian Aragorn Myers psyche to evade, right there, and then that would make them. So that would make them insane, and then here's the terrorists that think they're me. So these people have an identity complex, and they should be medicated for that. And here's the people that should have unrestricted attributes, like myself, Christian Aragorn Meyer included. And here is a brain-computer interface with neural prosthetics. You can see the technology there, and that's what simulates that. And biological weapon terrorists, they are right there. And people that claim that element right there, but they also want my semen right there. And here's the most victimized people in the worldwide. And there's the people that get them. And here's the worst predators. And here's all the illegal contraband that you can see is the money supply that restricts my attributes by simulating the brain-computer interface, neural prosthetics, cons. And then here's the most vulnerable terrorists right now. And here's people that pretend that they're dead people. And the whole list, links in the chain, Google's places. And here is the people that rigged the election through dream conditioning. Here's how much the Canadian government has broadcasted indifference when Christian Aragorn Meyer panhandled last year. And here's a new sports technique for all sports to be utilized. And here's a new sports car design. There's 10 different variations for 10 different companies. And so I'll just do one further metric here. So here's the people that like to play me the most here. So once again, with I'll try to get wrinkled on film here. Oh, I'll show you a new thing. I'll show you how the scar on my hand changed. So I'm just going to hold it down. And you can see right there, there's two ridges now. That it's kind of blurry, but that is different. It's not showing up as well. Well, I'll try to get a picture of it later on, but here's the people that are wrecking it from showing the scar being different today. And every one of these circle has a Gauss reading, and you can see from my other videos, and you can see how I did slightly get wrinkled there. And I'm gonna try to get it really deep on film here, and to show that because they're saying that I have schizoaffective disorder. So part of that is that I'm schizophrenic, I have delusions, and that I have disorganized thinking, right? So, and when people have their underneath their eyes get wrinkled, and then once again, I'm a man, my name's Christian Aragorn Meyer, and so when they have wrinkles that appear under their eyes and then disappear on film, like how is that being delusional, right? So and with disorganized thinking, that means that I don't have any linear thoughts, and so that means I'm not able to coherently progress through a conversation. And last time I went before the CCB board, my lawyer, Mrs. Lucan, said I was very fulsome, and I should have had my involuntary status revoked. So they're trying awfully hard right here. They're trying right now. So they all gotta get those wrinkles. I'm trying really hard not to make me get wrinkled on film, and so this would indicate that I'm not any of these perceived sexual deviances that they're simulating most of the time. Where I'm standing right here, so this is what they're simulating with the brain computer interface and neural prosthetics, right? So you know, I shouldn't have any wrinkles. I'll show you right now. This is my brain's natural chemistry, and this is what I should look like naturally. That's what I should look like naturally. And I'm 47 years old. I'm almost 48 years old, right? So you can see how the wrinkles slightly disappeared when I said that. And here's people that are trying to benefit from that, but I'll show you their exact DNA structure and how it's different than mine. And that's their exact DNA structure, and they can't use my only daughter, my only son, as a scapegoat, right? So you know, once again, they like to cause problems for me, Christian Eric Garney Myers. So like the fact that I have wrinkles at all is chemical and biological warfare by all these belligerent countries. So I'll just show you all the belligerent countries right there historically. So that would have a different Gauss reading. So why would I want to have wrinkles for my perpetrators? Right? Why would I want that? So even though they didn't make me get like severely wrinkled, I'll just show you from my last video from earlier today. Well, I'll just show you my screenshots from today. So even though they didn't make it happen on film, I'll show you screenshots from today. So I'm going to show you, so you can see that it's Saturday, July 7th. Saturday, July 12th, 2025, and at 3:39 p.m. So here's the perpetrators that made me say that. But so you can see this is my eyes right here, and I'll just show you this is from earlier today. And this is who's pretending to be me, and this is July 12th, 2025, Saturday at 10:12 a.m. And once again, that's how I looked then and how I look now. Right, so who could recover? And so all you have to do is watch my last video. I'll just show you the title of it, and you can see it happening on film. And so who could recover? And you know, I'm out at the mental health ward, and so they don't pay, like for part of you know, Canada, we have public health care, but they don't pay for your wrinkles to go away as part of your public health care. Right, so you could go to my YouTube page. You would just there's the full one right there, Christian Meyer, 1977. But videos here. You get it in it. You have to put in the @ symbol, electronic terrorist. But it's a 16-minute video, and it shows that times that I get wrinkled on film, and then the wrinkles disappear on live film, like as I'm filming. So it isn't being delusional, right? When you have electronic terrorists, and with all the Gauss readings, like all the measurements that I showed on every one of those circles, there's a measurement that shows all these perpetrators and their DNA and a bunch of metadata, and so it isn't delusional whatsoever. This is facts, and this is some of the people that like to access my phone at the Syria hospital formerly, right? And that's a violation of my privacy, right? And they like to hack my internet connection, even though I have data. Here's my data, and they like to pretend that I'm on this so they could hack and control my internet speed. Well, that's pretty strange, right? How ethical is that, right? And so anyways, this video, they didn't really show me each on film, but all you have to do is do the bracket, the @ symbol, bracket, and then electronic terrorists, and watch that video. And then I'm going to create a new playlist. I'll create one now. So I had my legs crossed, so that was people that were doing that. So this is more my natural voice. My natural voice is designed to speak in a frequency to be able to get electronic perpetrators of me and other individuals, right? So, and this is proof right here that my brainwaves are so big that they're able to bend them and oscillate them to make me not pronounce a word, right? So in my electronic terrorist video, I show how, so I did that with my left hand to see what they would do. So they did try to drug me. I heard a click in my left ear. So anyways, with my electronic terrorist video, I show them how they use not many computers. They use other variables like other people that suck at things, and they use pollution and what is it? Cowardice. They use cowardice. They because I remember every second of my life, and like, so if you listen to this right here, this, if you look at this right there, that's what my mom's heart sounded like when I was inside her womb. So I remember inside her womb, even I was able to reconstruct. There's a reconstruction of the operating room when I was born. Right here, once again, my name is Christian Eric Garney-Meyer. So that is me reconstructing the operating room prior to my birth by almost like echolocation using sound. So, I have evolved human biology, and I have a different skeleton and different muscle structures than every other human. And there's that's what I look like, and here's what people pretend to look like, but they don't pass any of the cadaver tests. They would have the cadavers connected to them as long as I have, right? So and so anyways, they don't, like, I have different muscle structures, and I posted these videos online, right? So there's these perpetrators, these human terrorists that have augmented reality, and they see, so once again, they must have schizoaffective disorder because they see hallucinations, and they see delusions, and they have disorganized thought, right? So they would all need to be medicated accordingly, right? And so I've never hallucinated. I've always, if I did see something, I suspected it was technology. I've never hallucinated, and so I've never hallucinated, and I have organized thinking and a linear thoughts. Like, all you have to do is watch this video here, and so right here, this is how many staff members at the Syria hospital watched this video unofficially. And so it's schizoaffective disorder, bipolar type 1, and it shows that I should be released from the hospital, right? Because how could they use my psyche to evade profiling and then say that I have any type of deviance or any malignancy with my psyche? Right? They never, like, so there's like, so I have video proof of different individuals that don't have a beard, and that pretend to be me with brain-computer interface and neural prosthetics. Basically, people are able to overlap their psyche over yours, and then they're able to control your body remotely. And so you can watch, so what was the name of, I'll create the playlist right now so you can see it on film here. So this is one right here. So you have the playlist, and then new playlist. So what is the playlist gonna be? So I do those symbols to get all the perpetrators that are hijacking me right now. So go like this, make it public. So the playlist is gonna be violations how about this? Odd occurrences. It is, you can see odd occurrences to my body. Create. Okay, so it's created. So I'm gonna put this one there. And anyway, so watch the video there, electronic terrorists, and you'll see that there's a shorter one. So if you go to the @ symbol odd occurrences to my body, you'll see another video. It's going to be less than a minute long that shows me getting wrinkled on film and then it disappearing on film without me taking any medication. But the last one with the lecture, because there's a product called Plexiderm, and there are some other products, but I don't take them as long as they don't edit my telomeres, which telomeres control how fast somebody would age, and I have the longest telomeres on the planet, meaning I should look like, as I showed you in that picture here, I should look about 25 years old, right? And so the fact that they edit in Canada allows them to use biological weapons and like nanotechnology to drug and administer to justify rape in my human experience. And so I will litigate in the future, because here's all the proof, and it is unfair. So right now that's in a sealed document, but here's a little sample for the government right here. Here's a little sample. So the judge would want to recess, but here's a little sample of all the proof. And how one of my favorite words is eviscerate. I'm going to eviscerate them legally, and then that makes me king. And then the best thing about it is, once I'm king, I'm going to be able to show the Canadian public how the Canadian government has a system that they say so accurate that they put Canadians to death with, but they don't know where certain people are in the system, right? So then once the Canadian public realizes that they put Canadians to death, then it's going to be very easy for me to suggest having the Constitution changed, because I'm going to be the true king of all monarchies, or emperor of all monarchies, or sultan, or emir, whatever the people want to call me in that particular country. But in Canada, it's king. So that means once I am king, I'm going to amend it, because crimes against the crown, and that would be the king myself, Christian Eric Arnie Meyer, in the very near future, that's called high treason, and that's punishable by 25 years in prison right now, right? So once I show the Canadian public how they use biological and chemical warfare on my body, and I built an international coalition to eviscerate them, a war if necessary, and because Canada signed a biological weapon treaty, and yet they use it on citizens. Right, so it'd be very easy for me to convince them to, very easy for me to convince them to let me execute these people for high treason, right? And that's what kings do historically, because when you try to kill the king, that's an attempt at regicide. So I'll just show you right here. Here's all the genetic proof. There's all the parties involved. Like, there's a subliminal right there. There's all the parties why I, Christian Eric Arnie Meyer, am the true king of every kingdom. So there's none of these people playing different roles and trying to pretend that they have different DNAs or these dead accounts. Like, throughout the beginning of this video, I've already covered this. So these people are wanted to be hunted by the system, because they're perpetrators against they try to slaughter off the human race, right? So any inaction is a sign of culpability or negligence, and if you're negligent, then you're not competent. So then you're to be removed from position, and accordingly, like, act accordingly, right? So it's never hesitated, right? Like, so if somebody tells you, like, if the general tells you to shoot and you don't shoot, and your team dies, like, what do you think happens if you live, right? So by you hesitating, this is how many people. I'll just show you right here. Every time, so at the hearing here, so that's every time I give them this order right here, and when they hesitate, that's how many people die and get raped. So the fact that they don't act on this intel or pertinent information, like, they are culpable for those crimes,